A while back, I talked about how disruptors to an industry, to a business model, typically come from outside our industries. But if we wanted to really change things within our own industry, we kind of have to be insurgents, because insurgents come from within. I've noticed a couple of things recently about a couple of big companies who were totally disruptors when they first came into business. Number one, Starbucks. Number two, Amazon. Because both of them were disruptors and basically created brand new industries for themselves, for the most part. The first one, Starbucks. Now, how did they go from disruptor to insurgent? Well, you know, Starbucks comes out, they build all these cafes all around the world, and you know there's one practically on every corner of every major city that you drive through. But after they started having success, and of course success breeds competition, right? You know, the competitors, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, other companies like that, they started to create, actually started to offer better brewed coffee than they did in the past for much cheaper. And they started promoting that very heavily, saying, hey, look, you don't have to go out and spend $5 for a cup of coffee. Come and spend $1, $2 with us, and you'll be happier because you'll save money and you'll have good coffee too. So what did Starbucks do to change, to take that on? Instead, did they say, oh, well, I know, we'll just lower the prices of our coffee? No, they did not. They did not. They said, nope, we're going to go out and we're going to do something. We're going to go the other direction. And so they decided they were going to start building, and I'm only aware of a handful right now. I've had the opportunity to visit one in Seattle and one in Shanghai, China, but they've started these Starbucks roasteries, which are now really upscale. So instead of being a small Starbucks cafe where you walk in, you got a little, you know, a few seats and things like that, these are huge. These are giant locations, I think 10,000 square feet or more, where it's a total experience. The way they brew coffee, the way they deliver it to you, the way you experience the whole store, and it seats hundreds of people, and it's totally different. And of course, things in there are very upscale. So Starbucks has gone the other direction. Amazon, who really pioneered the convenience of fast delivery, of selling books, selling products a little bit cheaper. They're not always the cheapest, but they're a little bit cheaper, but delivery convenience, getting it to you quicker. So first it was like 2-day delivery, and then it turned into 1 day, then it turned into same-day delivery. Well, just last week, I was placing an order on there for a book called Sapiens, and here's what popped up in front of me. Take a look at this. I have this one now says you can choose what they call no rush shipping. You see down on the right where it says choose your Prime delivery option. You can have same-day delivery. You can have free 2-day delivery. But if you're not in a rush, just don't worry about it. And I will say, occasionally, I've ordered something and it said okay, it will be delivered today. And I'm thinking, I don't need it. I don't really need it today. It's not really that important to me. So this big rush thing, which kind of gives me this sense of, gosh, that's got to cost money. It's got to be expensive. And so now you start to equate that, gee, it must cost more money to deliver it to me today. It's not just that it's convenient for me, but that probably means that prices are going to go up and things like that. But you see, if they give me the option of no rush shipping, they're going all the way the other direction, and they're competing with themselves. But they're basically saying to us, what do you need? Do you want it now, or do you just want it when you get it? And so we can choose from that. So see, here are two major players in their industries who were originally disruptors, who are now becoming almost insurgents against themselves, and have come up with new ideas. So what can you do? Can you take a look at how you're doing business right now and start to ask yourself, what would be the exact opposite of that? Should we go up the chain? Should we go down the chain? Should we go this side? Should we go this side? What can you do that would be sort of like what Starbucks and Amazon have done? So this is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad, marketing gunslinger. Thanks again for joining me for another weekly uncopyable business episode. I'll be back again next week. In the meantime, always remember, be uncopyable. See ya.